another episode of Love and Life where we have real conversations about love and real life. I am your host, Tony B, and I have my co-host with me, my family, my baby,
What's
BB.
BB.
He be pressed with that dude.
I.
Yeah.
Press.
Who pressed?
No.
I should be. Shouldn't you be? I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna go ahead and ask everybody how their week was, and then I'll ask that question. And since Lady C has so much to say so early on in the show, Lady C, how are you?
Lady T in the house, would it be?
What it be? Can be. What's up, MB?
What's up, good looking people, man? Let's get this thing started, man. Let's get it started. Let's go.
All right, bad girl.
Bad girl is in the building, present, accounted for, all the good stuff.
All right. L Boogie, what's up?
L Boogie is in the building, y'all. Let's get it.
That's what she wanted.
That's Lady T.
that?
New
What
thing.
is that,
That's
Lady
her new.
T?
That's her new jump.
Such a baby. Y'all know she don't know how to. Yeah.
I don't even think she know what that means.
I know what the shit.
What the?
What I said, I got a patent on that.
I don't think nobody want it. L Boogie, what you drinking?
I'm actually drinking the lemon drop tonight. Or lemon drop.
Okay.
Or lemon.
Lady T, what's in your cup?
What is this? Wu Yang?
Ooh, yeah.
What is
She
this?
drinking the boogie woogie.
Oh, Boogie Woogie.
She done made up a whole name.
a whole nother drink.
You should
Boogie
have camped as the Wu Yang.
That's the name go better with it now.
No, that sounds like a mess.
Wu Tang.
Okay. It's pretty good though. Some L Boogie cooked up. Pretty good.
All right.
Let's get it started. Come on.
I'm going to the quick question on me this week. Let me state the rules, the ground rules again. It's a yes or no question.
Looking at.
One person will get to elaborate on their answer.
There's no rules.
We know y'all don't like to follow rules.
The question is, can you tell if your spouse or your person is faking an orgasm?
Can you tell?
That's a good question.
Can you tell?
Goddamn right you can tell. Shit.
I'm gonna say no. I can't tell.
No for you, L
I can't
Boogie.
tell, no.
You must don't know them or something if you can't tell.
Bad girl.
Well, mine can't fake it.
Can't fake. It's supposed to be yes and no question.
Oh, no.
But
Wait a minute,
yeah.
You ain't following the rule. You ain't putting her on blast.
Yeah, well, I ain't going on into a whole hour-long
Yes
explanation.
or no?
Yes, I could tell if he was to fake it. I would be able to tell.
B.
Yeah, I would be able to tell.
Lady T.
Yes, for me. I would be able to tell.
MB.
Yes. I will be able to tell.
MB, since you had a whole lot of conversation down there, I'm gonna let you be the elaborator.
Because if you can't tell, you don't really know your partner. If they faking, you know the flows, you know the movements, you know all that. You should study all that. So how the hell they gonna fake it if you know them moves when they having them orgasms? Them legs shaking and everything just woo, yow. The screaming
But if
and all
somebody-
that.
But if they
After
know
they
if
can
they
do
know
that-
their movement, they can fake all that.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
They can fake that. If they know what they used to doing, they can fake all of that.
Damn, they control that motherfucker down there. They a bad motherfucker. Well, Lord have mercy. Excuse
I'm
me.
bad. I'm
If
bad.
they could make that mug move a certain way, I ain't talking about no leg shake and all that.
I
but
think they
have
want
a
you
control.
to be. They want you to go. I mean, just like I got that snapper. So
What? I'm trying to figure out what the hell she's talking about.
I got that snapper. Right.
No, the thing is, man, you know, they have a muscle down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't make that muscle move a certain way.
I
You
beg
know.
the differ
And it
of what
contracts.
you don't know
Yeah,
if women
it's
do can control that muscle. That we do exercises
So
that
don't tell the secrets. Don't tell the secrets.
Not when you laying it down, boy. I'm telling you, that muscle ain't gonna move like it norm. You,
I mean, and
you
again,
might can
you-
pump your brakes.
I was
You
right.
might can fake it, but that muscle not gonna move the same way when you fake it. It's not. You can move it, but it ain't gonna move that same way.
That's what
See,
I
I
was
pay
getting ready to
attention
say.
to all the details of it.
Because everybody, the men up here has been with other females. And I don't know, is every female, do you get the same
good question.
feeling from every female? As we can say, you know, from
Men.
men, it's different. You know, it's different. You know?
Yeah, it's different. You know what I mean? You just like you get
Like-
some super.
Some who?
Super. Some
Oh.
great.
Super.
Some great.
Mm-hmm.
You get some mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
You get some in between. You know what I'm saying? You get some.
Tony,
alright.
the
Okay.
time
You get some
girl.
shit that wasn't even worth me wasting my
Exactly.
time. You know what I mean? You get all kind of deals within your dealings.
So I'm going to break the rules of the quick question. 'cause
We
I
already broke
wanna
the rules.
elaborate on this. How can men to go back? Piggybacking on Lady T. What's the difference between super and I waste my time? What's the feel like? What's the feeling?
You want me to answer that?
No, I hope you don't know.
I thought you was talking about from a
She said
female's
don't want her
perspective
to
dealing with a male. Cause
Did you say super?
Right.
Mediocre?
I mean, I had those moments where I wasted my time, or you know,
I'll
got
come
that
back to
good.
I'll come back to you, but I'm asking the men on the panel, what's
She's
the
like a
difference?
man.
I would say that you want that tight walk. That's what I think. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that tight walk. That thing tight, but it's overflowing. You don't want nothing where you scratching your joint all up because it's so dry down there. You know, ain't no moisture, ain't no nothing.
Hey, you do that,
Hey.
you might look, get up, goddamn, look, I'm gone.
Down there will start a fire.
Yeah,
No bull.
yeah. You looking for that tight walk.
You looking for
I
that
don't
mother
even
that,
never know. Can
that
that
can
even
talk.
happen?
it's a,
What
yeah,
happened?
it can happen.
You start a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can start a fire.
Now,
Well, that means somebody ain't did something right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mood thing.
Right, it's a mood thing. So maybe
I
the
think
man.
it's a mood thing for some people.
So that's what you're saying, they
Because
ain't
some
do
people
something.
might just not have it.
Yeah, some don't
you
have
mean?
it at
Some
all.
people don't have
Some,
moisture.
some people
Don't
just
have
don't
it at
have
all.
But I think for the most part, it might just be a mood thing. You know, if you in that mood, you can blow
Man,
in that
look.
ear and you touch down there. That thing's like, God damn. You know,
Man, shit, they dropping them drawers, they in the mood. Goddamn it. So,
Maybe
they
they
drop
was
them drawers,
until
they
they
in the
saw what
mood.
they.
What you was wondering. And it dried up.
Drop them drawers, they was in the mood.
Locked up like a pit bull.
Oh, have mercy.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's
man,
funny.
you want that thing to talk to you. Talk to me, baby.
talk to you.
That's right, talk to me.
make that thing fart. You ever heard
You
that
know,
thing
right?
fart? Make that thing fart.
Make it fire.
Okay,
Make
all
it
right.
fart, baby. Make it fart.
That sound like that'd be.
Hey, bro, hey, buddy, they turn around and say, "What's that?"
You know
What's
what it
that?
is. You know what you did. We're gonna keep on going. Stir
make
it
that-
up like macaroni and cheese.
Okay. Lord, somebody.
That twat fart.
They
That
simple.
twat fart.
They simple. Please, listeners.
Wow.
Them air pockets.
Mama still be fighting, they get in the shower.
I would think, and I could be wrong.
Don't who do that?
But it's a difference.
It's a difference. It ain't fight.
It's a difference.
You get in, you walk to the shower, still fight.
That man, that's too much egg getting up there. Somebody small or somebody loose.
Well, no.
I think that.
No.
My opinion.
Well, that could mean I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
That is too much air. That's what it come from, air.
Why you just gonna?
But
The noise.
I don't think size have nothing to do with that, though.
You could be just got that wet.
Yeah. You hitting that thing a certain way there.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't.
That's a difference. That's a difference.
He doing too
That's
much
the
now.
difference between.
Look. I'm hitting the wrong person right on top. You know what? You do it and you be
Look at
like,
her. Look, she just like a man.
Like,
you be like, ooh, you hear that? It's talking to you. Shoot, wait a minute, you hear that? You hear that? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
All right, go to
Unbelievable. Wow.
Go on, Tom.
we started it with super
Mediocre.
and
But
I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, you have some that's what it be. You know what I mean? And probably it may be just the attraction between the two people.
Yeah.
You know, then you may have like the mid grade or the waste your time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that waste your time might be just okay. I'm just gonna do this just to be doing it, and the two people together could be wasting each other's time. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else may, what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? Because as men, we have had conversation with each other about something, and man, that thing wasn't nothing. That thing is trash. Just like women.
So
had
that's how y'all
conversations.
do.
I think we spoke on that before, though. I think it's all in the feelings that you may have for someone. I mean, because a lot of times when we've been in relationships where in the beginning everything, I mean, that thing was good. The first few times, and then as time started going on, and the attraction or whatever may happen where y'all not into each other, then because the feeling's not the same, the sex change. So it's really no different. That stuff that was great, not great no more. What happened? Why it's not good no more?
Guess because you used to each other by now.
No, ain't nothing to do with
I
that.
don't know if that. I think it's just the feelings. I
It ain't there no more.
I think feelings play a major role in individual sex lives.
Yeah, feelings play a major role. I still think all this, and correct me if I'm wrong, give me y'all prank. I ain't gonna say correct me if I'm wrong, but your opinion. Although I've been with the same person for the amount of years that I've been with, I think it's fair to say that each time is different. Even in the numerous times that we have been intimate, it's a difference each time. So, and sometimes it don't mean that I'm not connected or that we not genuinely feeling each other, but it could be where my peak, I'm not really there, where I'm just, okay, you let's get you good, or it could be where it's fire and desire. You know what I'm saying? But it's each time for, I could say it's different.
Fire
think
and
that's-
desire.
I think we all have that.
I mean, I would,
Yeah, I think that's
fair to say.
because I don't think anybody is 100% all the time fire and desire. I already told you for me. Like, life happens.
Right.
Work happens. Kids happen. So every day is not, let's, get it on and I'm going to flip and yeah, so. But I thought that's how you all did it, cause based off of what you said in the previous
Yeah,
episode.
don't worry about what we doing.
you know, a whole lot of
Faking going on.
faking be going
No,
on
we
down there
be-
to the right.
We're
To my
whatever.
right.
We do it. Don't we do it?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all do
I
it because
think
I remember over the summertime, boy, it was some shit. Remember we had something happening. It was like wasn't nothing going on down that show.
But
Y'all remember that?
no.
We was having a sleepover or something, and stuff started coming out. Like, MB, like he ain't had nothing in 2 months down there. I mean, he was filming out the mouth.
He always try for whatever.
I'm serious.
That's because people don't be telling the people.
don't
Don't be
keep
being
it
honest. They don't be
Doing
keeping it real.
a disservice.
Yes, they don't be
keep
keeping
it
it real.
Whatever.
You don't remember that Lady T?
He don't remember that drop.
Nah, he remember. I'm talking about Lady T down
No, but
there.
the way he said that.
Because it's good right now. He don't want to mess that thing up. He don't want to mess that
I don't
thing
need,
up. So he,
hey, ain't no droughts. Ain't been droughts since the 80s. Ain't no droughts right now.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
81, Lord
Okay.
have mercy.
Okay.
Yeah, they some haters. But go ahead, Tony B. I ain't thinking about you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad y'all happy in
Yeah.
y'all sex life.
Just, I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna move on. So, okay. So my next question, because it kind of relates to it, but it ain't really focused on the bedroom part. So, can you love your partner but not like your partner? Because that can have something to do with too how you relate and connect in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Is
Yeah,
that is that after an argument?
I'm
It
just saying,
don't
it don't even
necessarily
have to be
have
an
to
argument. It could
Yeah.
just be.
Life.
Life, and yeah, because
Life.
there was, to be honest, there was a point in our marriage where, of course, I love my husband, but I couldn't stand him. I couldn't. I didn't like him at all, and so everything that he said, every way that he looked at me, I was feeling like mad.
Irritated.
Yeah, I was irritated. So yes, I absolutely yes is the answer. It can happen, and I'm sure that he probably felt the same way.
Yeah, it was some things that happened. I ain't like her monkey ass. I loved her.
But you loved it. You
Yeah.
just didn't
Yeah,
like it.
I think I would. I don't think nothing would ever happen where I would ever not love her. I'm gonna always love her. But yeah, but it was some times where I'm talking about. I was like, I was married to that.
I ain't never consider you a dad.
Vada.
It was a rough time, but I'm glad we crossed that bridge, and that's the path. Matter of fact, I don't even like that's like a plunger. That's bringing up old shit. I
Right.
don't even want to deal with that.
Right. That's a good one too. But lady, see you had I skipped over you. B. Did you want to comment on that?
If I like you or not?
Could no, not. I mean, could you love your spouse but not like them?
Well, I guess it'll be no for me, because I don't know if I could do one and not the other. If I don't like you, I ain't loving you.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? If I don't like you, how can I love you? So I'm going to have to like you to be able to love you.
Okay.
That's your thought.
That's something different.
I mean, that's what.
That's something different.
I mean, I can't
It's a
say
different
can
way
you
to
let
look at it.
elaborate, but
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Tony
that's
B,
your kinda
since that's
deal.
your man, I think it's only fair for you to go next.
But I feel like, and I was going to wait till everybody finish to see, because I don't know how you all were going to respond. Like Bad Girl and L Boogie talked about, well, it was a point that caused this. I'm talking about like every day life. Let's say it was no catastrophic event, nothing, nothing major happened. You just going through life. And we always talked about on this platform where people change, you grow, you move. Do you feel like you could just grow apart so much that, for one, you're not spending that time with each other, you're not connecting anymore on that level, so you kind of lose touch? You be like, well, I love him, I really love that person, but it's just I'm not feeling it no more. I don't really like this.
Well,
Well, I don't like this or
I've never
something
been
different.
there.
Yeah.
I won't say I've
That's
never.
something different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been like, well, I love her, but I don't like her. I've never been there.
Yeah,
So outside of when we was having our issues,
right.
outside of that, no, I would say no. That would be a no for me.
Yeah, I was say the same, but
For us, I mean, by the grace of God, no, we haven't had that type of those type of issues where we just kind of grew apart and left it there. But it has been plenty of nights where or plenty of days or whatever. We have disagreements, and no, I don't like them. Can't stand them.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's different because you
But-
always gonna feel like that.
Yeah,
when you
just
have
I
an
mean,
argument.
just basically, typical relationship stuff, whatever. But no, not to the point where it's
Where you ain't feeling this.
where I ain't feeling. Because I mean, I could be mad one day, and then you walk past me, and you got the muscles going, and that's that good shape up, child, and up to baby.
You see me looking at you.
I know that's right.
But yeah, that's
No,
what
that's
where I was going with it. Because if
No,
you have an
that's
argument,
right.
sorry, and
Yeah,
I
it's
need to give you an
different, I
opportunity
think.
to go ahead.
Nah,
and
I agree with everybody. Like, I don't think I could do it. I'm basically on the same page with everybody else. Now, if you saying in a different way, yeah, it been days I don't like her, but I still love her. But that's just temporarily. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
ain't.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not over.
It
It's
ain't
not
over.
like, yeah.
I ain't feeling her. Nah, I ain't to that point.
I just because a lot of time, I mean, you see it where people that don't put the work in, and we talked about this too on this platform. Marriages work, relationships work. You have to put the effort in. You have to be intentional about maintaining the connection. And I think this is my personal opinion. Open floor to everybody else's opinion. If you're not being intentional about maintaining that connection, that it can happen where, and not saying that you have a disdain for the person or you just actually just hate them. It's just that I don't like who, and people change. You may
Yeah,
not
you
like
don't
who they
what
become. So it's like, 10 years ago, I did like this because I was in a different mindset. You were in a different mindset. But life happens, things happen, and I just don't like who we've become together. But I always love you as a person.
So it's that I get if it gets to that point, I think it's time for y'all to go y'all separate ways.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying,
Or counseling. I mean,
Yeah, it don't. I don't
'Cause-
think that it always means going your separate ways. Because
put in work.
yeah, you put in.
I mean, you already done put the work and effort in the shit. I don't like you. I ain't feeling this no more. Shit, whatever more can you
But
do?
that could be all a thing of let's do something. Let's sit down. Let's talk about how we can get back to where we were.
right.
And both people have to make that choice.
If
That's
all
what they want
else
to do.
fails, then you go to in my opinion, if you've done the necessary steps to try to make it work. Because sometimes it could be just what's going on in life at that time of kids
but to
and
the point where you like, oh,
job and-
I ain't feeling this motherfucker.
I mean, that's
I
what I'm
love
saying.
him, but I ain't
That's
feeling
different
this
though.
motherfucker.
I mean, I think
I
it's
think
I
that's
think it's
time
a
for
different.
it, man. Look, let's go our
different level.
separate ways. You try to do you. I'm gonna do me, and maybe we could bring this back together because I love you, but I just don't like you right now.
Well,
Shit.
guess what?
It might be time for to do that. If you to that point, like I think, don't like I always say, don't waste people's time. That's how I look at it. That's wasting time, man.
you something else. I tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Goddamn, you to the point where you like, I don't like this motherfucker, but I love him. That's. How can you live like that? How can you keep putting yourself in that space where it's like, yeah,
I think
love
where
him,
you
but
are in age right now and being established and being a little seasoned, you do at some point your tolerance level is a little less than what it may have been early on. So it is certain things that I will or won't put up with. But certain things, I mean, I do think that your marriage, if you got issues and stuff, it's certain things that are worth trying to fight for.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I was gonna say, that if you get to a point like that, I know for me, if I gotten to a point where I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I mean, we talked about taking out the D. We talked about things that you should do or you could do to salvage what you have. And so, yes, I honestly believe that you can get to a point where you don't really like somebody, but you love them, and the decision to stay in it, the love that you have for somebody, will give you that feeling that this is something that's worth working for. This is something for me staying for and trying to work this out. So I don't agree with, I'm not feeling him right now, so you know what? I how can I love him? I need to go home. We just need to call it quits. No. I'm not feeling him right now, but I wholeheartedly love him, and I think that this is something that we can work through, that we can get over, we can learn. I can learn to like him again. We can talk about it. We can seek counseling. We can do whatever it is that we need to do to try to get back. Now, again, if those things fail and I'm still not feeling you, then yeah, maybe it's time to move on. But if I had taken that stance, we wouldn't be here right now if my disdain or my dislike or my feelings of, I ain't feeling you right now, would have led to that, then we wouldn't be sitting here talking with you.
I think that's more of feelings and just being angry of y'all situation. But I'm saying this every day you coming in like, I ain't feeling this motherfucker no more.
Yeah, I think that's
a little different.
I think it's different, but when I do believe that when if you are that, if you're in that place every day and you just really don't like somebody.
If she down there bullshitting right now because she talking about is he speaking from experience? Because if he came to you tonight and say, you know what, I don't like your ass and I'm done, she would be. She would have a fit. Matter of fact, brother MB wouldn't make it to the next morning.
Yeah.
I don't think you would make it to the next morning. Know
She'd
that.
kill him dead.
She'd kill him dead.
Or she let him leave him.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I think when you angry at somebody, that's just different. But when you're saying, yeah, I got love, but I'm not angry, and I just ain't feeling this no more. I think that's totally different.
Well, yeah, if you say I'm not feeling this no more, that's something that is different. That's
what we were saying.
No, but I think MB, if it's that, and it's again, I think we always say it's my opinion, but we all know it's our opinion when we say this. That I think it's a lot of times people get to that point because they have
Run their course?
no, they haven't.
no,
they haven't done the work. They stopped doing the work. They stopped putting in effort to make a connection. So that's why I feel like a lot of people get to a point where they just not, I'm tired of coming in here. They get into a routine. And that's something that I think a lot of married couples and a lot of the people that's in relationships that may live together is like a trap. You get into this monotonous routine. You go to work, come home, cook dinner, or watch TV, go to bed, get up, go to work. And it becomes this whole like routine. And that people can get very bored with that. Because in the beginning it was excitement. We did this and that. That's why I say it's a conscious decision every day to make sure that you're putting in that work, keeping that connection going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that part. But that's just like the old saying is, oh, man, we just outgrew each other. Basically what y'all saying.
Yeah, and I think people outgrow
They
each other
do.
because they not. It can't happen, yes. But
absolutely.
I think you
I
have
think
to.
too, y'all going, like I said, MB is speaking from a more personable space, and just experience. Like, leave him be. That's what he
Why you
know
feel
what
like
he
it's
thinking about?
experience?
Right.
I'm just
He's
I'm just
saying if you
talking.
done outgrew each other, he going to the left. That's right. You saying it's time to walk, right?
No, I'm just
Okay,
speaking
let's
on the
see.
topic of
Yeah,
what we're
that's
talking
okay.
about. That's
But
it.
can I remind
But how you
y'all
gonna
something?
say let's just move on to the next topic and I'm talking?
You a rude lady today.
She's very rude. She's very rude.
But didn't I tell y'all the same way you start? The things you did to keep that person,
You did
gotta
say
keep,
that.
I
you
don't
gotta
think- and I
continue
don't
to
believe
keep
that.
that.
You
Y'all
did.
I
gotta
think that there could
continue
be other things.
I
that-
don't
Yeah.
agree with that.
You
So I
gotta
think that
add
there
on
could be
to it.
other things. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
the same thing.
I don't want it to be this, and I don't know about
Right,
anybody else
but
that's
I'm-
sitting up here now. Let me. I just want to get. I don't want anything that you was giving me 20. I mean,
I don't know.
However, I don't want it. Please don't.
Yeah.
I don't want you doing nothing that you was doing when I met you.
Yes,
I
you
like
do.
you now.
I know that's right.
You grow. You
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
know.
grow.
But you speaking from experience and dealing with certain things, so that's what you speaking on. You don't want what you had in the past. You like to better him now than you did.
Because
I'm
he's
speaking
grown.
on
That's
what he
because
said
he's doing
about
something
what you
different.
did to get him. You
Yeah.
did to keep
But
whatever
he
the
entitled
saying
to that
is.
opinion.
That's his opinion. I
He
said I
entitled to
don't
that.
agree with that, lady. See. Because sometimes you can have two people. Again, I'm speaking on our situation, just like you speak on that one, Nanny. Sometimes that you can have two people that's messed up. Not saying messed up, but that I don't like to use the word broken. You
A
you
mess
come
with a
into
mess.
you
mess
come
with
into
a
a
mess.
relationship with baggage, and you think you want something because that was given to you at that time. But as you grow and you learn and you mature, like, what the hell was I thinking about? There ain't nothing I want
get it.
now, and I
I
don't want.
get it. I
Right,
get
I don't
what
want
you're
that
saying.
to continue.
Right.
So I don't. You know, I'm very literal with words. I don't like that
It's
saying.
basically like what she's saying.
You ain't
You-
gotta tell me. I get
All
him.
right,
Yeah.
it's like
I don't know if she get it.
it's like you keep being in an apartment renting all the time.
Who? What?
Being in an apartment.
See, that's how they
Written
do.
all the
I know
time.
what you mean.
And then you go to another level of where you be able to
Home
purchase a
ownership.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, where I was gonna go with it would
Whatever, hell buggy.
what I was gonna say is many years ago, if things were going awry, you know, the person that L Boogie was, if I was upset about something, then it was a gift. You know, it was something he was giving me to make me feel better, right? It was material to make me feel better. As he's grown in life and mature, then he understands that it's not about the material things. It's about conversation. It's about, you know,
Fixing-
dealing. So
fixing,
you're not giving me, I don't want the same things
Right.
that,
Yeah.
you know, material, nice. Yes, it's good.
I
to
was
get
just
a
about to
gift.
say, goddamn, my
I like
brother
gifts,
L Boogie
then I'm not gonna say I
he
don't
stay
like
giving
I
us
don't-
some
I
damn
don't-
big
but
gifts
it's
and
not,
stuff.
But it's not a makeup.
No, it's not.
It's not because you've done something and now I need to give you a gift because you upset. He gives me gifts because he know I like gifts and that's what he want to do. It's just because,
Right.
right?
I think all
it's
you
nothing
women up here
behind it.
spoiled though.
So,
think all you
so
women
that's
up here
that's
are
what
spoiled.
I'm. That's where I would go when I said
I
I,
really
don't
think-
want the same.
really-
I don't want how it started to
I
be
get it,
how
but
it is.
like
Yeah,
I say, I
agree.
think every woman on this panel is spoiled.
What they got to do with anything?
And it got a lot to do
Every
with what I'm about to
man
say.
on this panel
It's got
is
a lot
spoiled.
what I'm about to say. I don't think none of y'all will say, oh, I don't like him. I can't deal with. Because guess what? On to the next one, you can be like, Lord, have mercy. What the hell I done did?
If they shall move on.
Exactly. What the hell I done did?
Why?
Because I just said, you all are spoiled.
Okay, and you all are spoiled. Yeah,
I mean, that's equally yoked.
yeah, it's a requirement.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Because ain't nobody going to do you like I do you.
Oh,
Let
shit.
me upgrade you.
With a capital U.
Okay. All right.
Go on,
What
Tony
else you
D.
got?
Somebody, I
Tony?
mean, y'all, I don't know.
They don't have nothing else. I dropped the mic on that.
Black people being so
Oh.
hypocritical.
Oh.
So you raise a good question when it comes to being young and in a relationship, and typically our culture. I mean, it's often with others, but mainly I can only speak from my culture because that's what I'm familiar with. You start backwards. I think, in my opinion, we don't. We start a family or we get in these relationships and we have kids and we move in together and we do all the things that a united couple do that's linked on paper. But then because you're so young or starting out and you make the step to get married, you have a lot of difference of opinions from particularly older folks or just the naysayers. Why you getting married so young? You don't know nothing about marriage, or I hope they not getting married because they brought a baby in the world. So MB had raised an important question about why is that always the first go-to when you have young couples who are moving in a direction of being
A unit.
Right.
unit.
So the hypocrisy of it all. So what I'm hearing is that we say that marriage is good, and
Exactly.
that's what people should be striving for or should be doing. People shouldn't be living
or court.
or shacking and all of that stuff. But then when some young person makes a decision to enter into a marriage, people have things to say, negative things to say. They simple.
Well, or
I mean, they just they're simple, and it's a level again control. Wanting to be in control of other people's lives, and when somebody does something, how they do it. I think it's hypocritical.
Yeah.
To say that this is what we believe in and this is what we should be doing and this is what you should do. You shouldn't be having kids before you married. And then when somebody decide to marry, oh, you too young to get married.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? It's no win. It's no win.
and most of those people that are saying those things,
Done it them damn selves.
they may be speaking from a bad experience.
Yeah.
And telling you, if I was you, I wouldn't do this, or wait till you're a little older. But if you find that right person in your life, whether you're 20, 21, 22, that's the person you need to tie the knot with and build. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, all of us up here we basically came up in the baby mama, baby father era. And if you look back a few years, some families had mother and father had all their children together, while other families had 2, 3, 4 different fathers. You know what I'm saying? So you may get the good experience from the person who had 3 or 4 baby fathers, opposed to this person over here in a bad marriage. So it's all in sometime who you take advice from, and it's all in what you may want for yourself.
Right. And again, I think it's all in, because I understand, when somebody says, well, you too young, you got a whole life ahead of you to live, and then you can settle down later. But like you said, if that is the person for you, whether you 20, 21, 30, 40, that's the person for you, and you gonna make it work. I mean, people make it 40, 50, 60 years. Marrying young. So
I must say we got what? We got 2 that's tied to knot. We pushing for the other 2, and then the youngest one get on out there. Don't make it work. Make it a lifestyle.
And what I'm gonna say on that, I've never had nobody to tell me, because I got married at a young age. I never heard nobody say you getting married too young or anything. But I hear you guys down there, y'all have 2 kids already married. Me personally, I wouldn't tell nobody not to get married, but I would tell my kids not to get. If I don't think they're ready to get married, as a father, I'm gonna say,
But how?
So
do-
is it?
You're
So
not
wait a
ready.
minute. So wait a minute. Are you gonna tell them that you don't believe that they're ready to marry because they're too young and they need to sow their royal oats, or are you gonna say, well, you know what,
I'ma tell 'em-
financially, you're not in a place that you should be.
well,
What would be your
I
reason?
don't. Me personally, and I know people big on saying getting your money. I don't think financially. I don't think finance don't have nothing to do with it. If you in love, I think you can make it work. Because honestly, when we got married, I don't know if we were financially. I mean, just kind of looking. Even though we have made it work over these years, but when we got married, I wasn't making no money. I don't even know if I was even working, to be honest. So I'm not even gonna say about finance. I'm just strictly talking about if I see my sons with something or in a situation where they really not, outside looking in. If I don't think they're ready, then they're gonna do what they want to do. But if I don't think they're ready to get married, I'm gonna tell them. But if it wouldn't have nothing to do with finance or the age or anything. I'm strictly.
So you're talking about the person or the situation? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Help us understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand
Well,
because
I guess it would
a,
be more the situation then, because
Okay,
because
so-
the finances for me, I know people. You gotta if you love somebody, you financially, I think y'all can make it work. Y'all can grow that together. I don't think it has to be about the money. I don't think you could be.
I mean, I
I think you
understand
could
that. I
be
get
broke.
that.
So I think
make
you
it happen.
saying basically if you in a situation it's just bickering, fighting, going
Yeah,
back
that's
and
what I'm
forth
saying, the
and,
situation, that's something different.
That's something different.
Yeah.
The reason for the reasoning for the question was because it was a real life situation and it was something that was brought back in a negative way about the situation. And we like, MB
it's hypocritical.
it's so hypocritical. Like, what is it? Again, we only know what we see.
Right.
Nobody knows what goes on in any of our homes outside of what we present. So from what we see on the outside looking in, hey,
So
all is well.
my
Knock yourself
thing
out. Do what you feel is within your heart to do. And one thing that I can say with the two that have been married, I posed a question when it was brought to me. What are your expectations from marriage?
That's marriage.
And the answers that I got from both my kids
Didn't make no sense.
I say,
Yeah.
sit your ass down and go some.
but
But
it's-
again,
but it's-
I feel like that will change over time. You only got to get that experience in. Because how I feel with my expectations, I know what I know it should consist of, but yours may be different from mine. That don't necessarily mean it is wrong, right?
so
See, that's where the hypocritical part come in at. Don't have enough babies without being married. So if you doing all the right steps and doing that, now it's like, oh, you having a baby. Now why you getting married? Like, we so hypocritical. Why not encourage them? Like, yeah, man, that's the best thing to do. It's gonna work out for y'all instead of bring it to, oh, why? That's why I say encourage them more.
I want to make 2 points. I'm kind of on a, because I don't know the intent with the comment and why that person went from that extreme to the other. But I could also say that sometimes, yeah, you had a baby. People like, oh, you shouldn't have a baby. But now that a person had a baby, that does not mean that, okay, it's time to get married. So it doesn't mean that person, I can't say why the intent behind that comment, but I don't feel like just because you have a baby, you should commit your life to somebody. But also, I want to go, but I think you was making a good point, but you didn't do a kind of a good job of explaining what you was saying. I took it as, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, when you say it's not about finances, and this for me, as I've learned over the years as far as about marriage, I would tell I've told my oldest this, because that's on his mind as far as marriage. I think a lot of times we don't teach our kids. We teach our kids what we've learned. Sometimes we got to unlearn shit. Society has taught us some shit that is just not right. A lot of people get into marriages and you just simply not ready. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally. A lot of us rush into because that's what the world wants us to do. You got a baby, get married. You this age, get married. But to your point, L Boogie, whether it's finances or not, I told my person, make sure that before you get into this type of commitment, that you ready mentally. That you, you say you love that person. All right, I asked why you feel like you love that person, but do you love yourself? What are you really looking for? And I think, and that's what I was missing when I was growing up. Nobody told me, Sonya B, love yourself first. Go find yourself first before you try to find somebody to make a life with. And I think a lot of times we rush into marriages because people feel like we should get married. And then you have two people that shouldn't even be married anyway that get into this marriage. You have all these problems, these arguments, because y'all not ready. Y'all did it for, what you call it, optics. Or you did it because you felt pressure from everybody else to do the right thing. So I think we need to get away from that. Let's teach our young, use our life as a cautionary tale or the lives of people who did this and teach them a better way to make that type of commitment. That's just my opinion. But
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I
ain't nothing
agree.
wrong with that,
I'm not saying, because you got a baby that it's time to make that move.
Exactly.
But
I'm also not in the mindset of, I have learned in having grown kids that they're going to do what they want to do, whether I agree with it or don't. I have learned in being more seasoned as a parent, guess what? Because mine come to me with one day they liking each other, the next day they not. When it's brought my way, because I am more understanding of what life consists of and how this thing goes, I listen and I may even be like, what you eating today? How is it? What's on TV? I don't touch it because there's certain things I feel like is already written. I feel like they gotta go. It's their path to go. They have to learn. And when you say that we are not teaching them, as you you got two people that go into a situation and they clueless. I only alluded to what I went into when I was that age. I had no goddamn clue. I had to learn. And if I had not went through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
But that was your path, the walk or whatever you want to say. But what I'm saying is, and I've been speaking for me, I don't know everybody's story on this panel. I know what I made a promise to myself. Again, I had this knowledge early on with my youngest. If somebody teach you something early on, if you have nobody that's giving you that guidance and teaching you, then of course you're going to grow up and you're going to go into situations in the blind. But if somebody get plant that seed and you begin to teach these children early on how to love themselves, how to be not selfish, but selfish when it comes to their mental, I can say that. Just putting making their self the priority, they will grow up and expect, and it'll be instilled in them, is basically what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So when they meet that person, it won't have to be something that we're going to learn as we go. Because I already know this. This has already been instilled in me since I was a little person. I know that and I think you said earlier how you do with your granddaughter. You do the affirmations. You tell her and she understands that I'm beautiful. I don't need no man to give me no flowers. I don't need the games because you already planting those type of seeds. Mm-hmm. So when she get older and somebody try to run that type of game on her, she can be like, shawty, you better come with something better than this because I love myself a little more than that. So I'm just saying, a lot of times we didn't get that guidance to know any better.
I did.
The thing about what you're saying, I think them kids know how to love themselves, but they still gonna go through some things in life that is this written. You are going, even mentally, like some situations that we've been through, we weren't really mentally ready for it, but we learned how to get through it. So you always gonna be never ready for nothing in life.
None
Anything
of us
that
are.
come in life path, you're never ready for it until it happens.
And
And you
everybody
learn
handle
how to
things different.
adapt to it.
Let me respond to that. None of us, even
Yeah.
the most
Me. Seasoned.
evolved seasoned person.
Yeah, you never
You
ready.
never know what life going to bring you.
Exactly.
But let me say this: you never know what life going to bring you. But the way you're trained, the way you're taught, the tools that you learn, that's why you practice. That's why you understand those tools. So when it happens, you know how to deal with it. I'm not telling you life ain't gonna bring you nothing. That's part of life.
And
you
look,
still-
Tony B,
you gonna
I
go through the
agree.
peaks and
You
valleys.
tell them, you
But-
tell these little crazy people that we call our kids to do something. I'm telling you, the shit is funny. It's so funny. It
That's why
sometimes make you
sometimes
want to
you
cry.
got. That's why
Cause you be
sometimes.
trying to figure out what this
Sometimes that's why
shit.
sometimes you gotta
Where
take
did I
a
go
back seat.
wrong?
You gotta take the back seat and let them
Yeah.
go through what they need to go through. Cause I could name plenty of people that have that upgrowing of loving yourself and doing right. But once they got older, guess what? You look at them and it's like, oh, how you doing that? And you had that in your life.
But
So it don't always go the way like we think it go. It's everybody got to go through
So
that
I don't
trials
care
and
how much you
tribulations.
teach a person. I don't care how much I know and grown as a person right here sitting in front of you. I'm not immune to life. Life is going to continue to throw everything it has at me. But I know the things that I've learned now is what I'm saying. That when those things come my way, that every storm that come my way now, I know how to deal with it. I have some practices and some tools in place that before might have sent me over the edge, but now I'm going to deal with this storm straight on. That's all I'm saying. Let's teach the kids that, okay, you're not going to be immune from life because that's part of life. We are here to experience life in its human form, and we're going to have ups and downs. But let's learn these tools how to deal with those situations so we won't be reactive. Being reactive means you just going off emotion. You just doing something at the time because you're basing it on emotion. I'm talking about being able to look at a situation, understand that situation, and go into your tool bag and learn how to deal with that in a better way.
I wholeheartedly agree with everything you said, but I'm trying to figure out
Who you talking
what
about?
that got to do with somebody getting married at 25 years old.
Because they brought that up. No,
No, but I'm just saying because they can have all of that.
Yeah.
Like people,
And
like
I
you
mean,
said,
they
somebody
do.
can have the upbringing. They can be taught. They can have all of this mental readiness, but some old hag still would say, "Yo, you too young to get
Exactly.
married." Like
That
we
hypocritical
are
part.
paying that tonight.
no,
Nah,
I mean,
that's what we was
No,
on.
I'm saying we had already said
No, but
that.
that's what
That's
we
where
was
it all
basing
came
on.
When I was saying that,
hypocritical.
I don't know what the intent behind that person was. I was going back to what El Boogie was saying that he didn't elaborate on what you were saying as
About
far
his
as
kids not
what he
getting
would tell his kids, and it wouldn't be about
And
financial.
And my thing
That's
too,
why I was
even
adding
with
to that.
Even with the finances, like I just still feel like even when you have a baby, I don't feel like you're ever ready, right? Ever ready to really sit down and say, "Hey, I'm getting ready to be a parent." You take that thing on day by day, and you deal with the issues, the obstacles, the good times, bad times
how much you
that come
study,
along with it.
I mean, books you read.
I mean, I just don't think that you're ever ready. Even in where we all are in being established and in our relationships, we all can say, hey, we could use a little bit more money. And we are financially set. We are financially good. We have things that the typical person take years or may not even accomplish in their lifetime. But if you come down the list and ask any of us, hey, we all, I'm sure, would say, yeah, we could use a little bit more dollars. Like, you're never really ready for what life throw at you, as you stated. However, I think, too, when it comes to them making the moves of jumping out here and doing even babies, marriage, whatever, I have learned to just say, you like it, I love you. Not that I don't love you or that I don't care, but I have understanding, grew up to know that you are in charge of you now. You are in control of you. So how I feel, it go on the back burner. Even if I don't think that it should happen, I'm not jumping in. That's just where I'm in, only from life experiences. I'm not getting involved. I'm not
'Cause
saying
you're
what you
not
shouldn't
trying
do.
to be
what you-
I don't think
You're not
nobody
trying-
is saying that they would tell nobody not to do.
Larry said he would tell his kids name right get married.
You would try not to be hypocritical now. It's like
Really?
with me,
No, I said,
I don't
I
wanna
would
be-
tell. I mean, they gonna do what they want to do, but if I'm gonna tell them,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
so-
want to be hypocritical.
saying I
That's my
wouldn't.
thing about it. I would
just wouldn't.
suggest more than tell you. Oh, I don't think you should. I would suggest some things.
Maybe you shouldn't. You think
You
about
know,
that,
I-
Richard?
yeah,
You know,
I would
instead of
suggest,
saying
but
just flat out,
Nah,
don't do
don't
it.
get married. I just don't want to be hypocritical about something that we always say, oh, this is how you supposed to live life. But when they living the life that you say, you're like, oh, nah, you aren't supposed to do that. I don't want to do that. I suggest things to you.
But I'm a big believer, and I said it before in this podcast and this platform that I'm a believer in let life be their teacher.
Absolutely.
But I
Yes.
also
Best.
believe too that we also need to use our experiences to shed some light or
Or
And
help
I'm not
others.
saying I don't
agree
try,
with you
and I'm
on
not gonna say that I
agree.
wouldn't try.
I
I
agree.
absolutely will.
so I don't discount.
I'm
what you're saying.
absolutely
But
gonna
can I
try
tell-
to
can I tell y'all
teach
something
them a
about these
lesson that
kids
I've
now?
learned. But
They don't think they don't think we've been on the journey they've been at. And
Right.
I'm saying that on the strength of coaching these young guys. Like, I tell them, man, look, I've been doing basketball before half y'all was born. And it's still hard for them to understand that. So that's why you gotta sit back, suggest, and let them do that, and then let them come back to you. Say, okay, coach, I understand what you're saying now.
If
That's
they
how I
come
look
back,
at
if they come back and use it as a teachable moment to make you
that's
aware.
true. That's
Because a
true.
lot of times they can learn that lesson and won't
And don't
make
say
you
nothing.
aware of it. And you all you can go is what you know you have put out there to do. I mean, and Tony B, don't get me wrong. I love it. Everything that you putting out there and you speaking on. There are some that will gravitate towards that and receive it with open arms. And then you got that whole other side that's going to take what you giving.
Say, she don't know what she's talking about.
Old ass lady don't know if she's talking about.
That's what they gonna
And
say.
that's
that
fine.
old
And
ass
that's
away.
fine because everybody, to your point, everybody
different.
gravitates to what they want.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what, like, I guess is only my opinion. I just feel like I know what I didn't get
Right.
as a young person, and I think, and I've made my mind up. As long as I have a platform and as long as I have a voice, if I can change something for another young girl or another young man, because I have a son, so they won't have to go through what I went through, or even instill some knowledge in somebody, because a lot of our young people, they don't have anything to look up to. They have broken families to look up to, and they have jail or I don't know. They don't have an example out here, and I don't see. And this again, my opinion. I don't see a lot of us stepping up to be that example, to shed some light. So that's all I'm saying. Whether only thing I could do is, and I heard somebody say this, I don't remember, if you listen to this podcast, I'll give you your credit to ping me or whatever. I can make a buffet. And you can take it and you can come and eat. That's the only thing I could do. I got a lot of nice food up here for you. And that's up to you if you want to partake in it. That's all I can do. And I've done my part. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I could do is shed my light and spread my light. I didn't learn this stuff, or I didn't go through this, the healing that I went through to keep it to myself. You know, that'd be selfish of me to do that. So that's why I made a promise to myself that the things that I've learned, I'm going to share.
Can I ask
And
you
wherever
something?
you take it, you take it. Again, you can eat from my buffet, or you don't have to. You can keep it moving. You can go to my page. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it. Can
Go
I
ahead.
ask you something?
Let's make this
appreciate
the last question.
I just want to know, do you have any dollars you can share? Some money.
Dollars for what
Could you can you help a sister out? I need a couple of dollars.
Not
First
the one
of
who
all,
just said we all fine up here.
Well, she said we all could use
No, because she said it's a buffet. So I'm just looking at that buffet, buffet of money. Can I get some couple of dollars? Because you want to share. If you got it, you going to get it. So that's all I'm asking.
That buffet of knowledge.
Look,
She ain't
and look,
Lord
check it
have
out,
mercy.
check it out,
Go
y'all.
ahead, because
Listen.
we
we gonna close in a few minutes. But look, are we the only race of people who don't encourage marriage first and team building? You take other races and
That's a good question.
people
that-
they
Yeah,
have
well, I
they have
can't-
arranged
I can't speak to
marriages.
that.
I don't know about the other races, so I can't speak for it.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying
I-
from what we see.
I mean, that's a good
That's a
question.
good
You know what I'm
question.
saying?
though.
From what we see other races.
That's
they
what I'm
ha-
saying.
They
But
have
that hypocritical
arranged
stuff
marriages.
come in. Uh-huh.
They
Oh, yeah.
they are taught to at a young age,
Age.
find you a good man and you get married and you build something. Find you a good woman or a man and you build something. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I was never taught none of this. I never seen none of this. You know, I seen my grandparents married, but I didn't see. Ain't nobody tell me nothing until I started making mistakes. Then I hear the, well, man, you should have done it like this, or if I was you, I wouldn't have done that. This, that, and that. Yeah, but you watch me crash and burn, and I ain't say a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think we do. I think for me, I'm more mindful of just like Tony B said, and let bad girl when you doing words of affirmation, and we go out. We as you know the daughter. Man, we just went out. I said, MB, if you had her on a date, would you take her back out the way she's sitting over there hunched over eating that food, licking that ketchup and stuff off them fingers like that? He said no. So just trying to like instill in her certain things of being more ladylike, or just letting her know, hey,
That's how the way you carry yourself.
if you this room, it looks a certain type of way. You get your own place and you got your family. You gonna walk out the house without this being done or that done. Like trying to instill in her what my thoughts, because again, how we operate, it's so scary because they can grow up and be in an environment that is totally opposite from what they actually go and be and live around or be in. We clean.
Yeah, which is what I was gonna
Yeah,
add.
that's the scary part
Because
of
I
it.
know. I mean, I know how we say that a lot of us didn't have it, or a lot of it, didn't see it. But what I can say for mine, my children saw it. My children had it. So if they're doing something different, it's not because they didn't have an example, right? It's because, like I think MB said it earlier, you had it. You had everything that you needed, but you decided that you was gonna go this way and you was gonna do it that way, and you end up in these particular situations. So that's just my take on it.
And that's going back to what I said. Let life be their teacher. And I don't want to strike up another conversation.
Guide them
but I
along
can
the way.
I mean,
It's
All
good.
right,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
good.
lot to say on that. But
That one deep there.
yeah, that one is
deep.
deep, and it's a way to end the season, and yeah,
Another season.
another season in the books.
yeah, so make sure you guys are caught up on all the episodes from season 4. And make sure you're following us on all our social platforms so you can find out dates for the next season and maybe
A
some
reunion.
Some
or
future events.
that's going on with the Love and Life podcast.
What's my man name? You doing a reunion? What's his name?
Carlos King.
We can't say his name.
I ain't gonna say his
He
name,
probably
but
hit
my
us
man
up with a
name.
lawsuit. He said his name, but he on.
You stupid.
He know
love
we
to
ain't
hear
got
his
no
name.
money. Or Carlos King or Carlos King or Andy. Is it?
On
No,
own
Carlos
is
King.
Carlos King.
Yeah.
Carlos King.
I don't know that.
All right.
It's been real, family.
It
It's
has been real. It has been real.
Thank you, co-host. Thank you guys for another great season. Engaging conversation. And I thank you we thank the listeners for continuing to invite us in your homes, in your cars, or wherever you listen to your podcast every week. And I guess until, sorry.
One more thing. I just want to wish the Blackwells well. It was wonderful working with you guys over the years. it's been a pleasure.
It's been real.
It's been real, and I wish you all the best on your next podcast endeavors and all that good stuff. We wish you all the best and have us on.
We sure will, man. It's
We
gonna
would
be
love
that.
to come and conversate with
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah, that B&B Be
we-
Well podcast is
We'll
on
have
the way,
you on
baby.
for a small fee. You're going to pay to come on ours. That's the difference.
All right. Well, until next season. Peace.